I saw someone defend Jake. I saw someone defend Jake Moody. I had someone in my comment section too of one of my videos say Moody's great too. I've seen it. It blows my mind when you see that. I saw someone defend Jake Moody, and they actually made sense. We changed punters like halfway through the season, so it could be our older power donor or punter. I'm not on board with that. I feel like I don't agree with that. I'm not jumping on that because I've seen backup quarterbacks come in, different kinds of backup quarterbacks come in and just hold the ball. Tucker's had different people come in, hold the ball. Aubrey's had different people come in and hold the ball. I mean, like, no. You saw the product from last year, and it transferred over to this year, right? And last year he had the same punter. He had Wisnowski throughout the entire thing, and he was ass. Next year, he had when he had Wisnowski, he was ass. Then without Wisnowski, comes back from his injury, he was ass. Like, if you told me he was doing great throughout the season, right, and then he got Pat O'Donnell in there and then played like shit, then yes, I'd be like, okay, you kind of have an argument there. But he had Wisnowski all of last year, and that was ass. He had Wisnowski up to his injury, and he played like ass. And then he comes back from his injury, saying he's 100%. If you say you're 100%, you are 100%. Okay, there's no excuse at that point. You cannot argue it. You're 100%, you're 100%. If Purdy could have been injured, but if he's saying he's 100%, he's 100%. There's nothing you can debate about it. But Pat O'Donnell holding the ball as long as the laces are out, man, I can't do it. Well, that was probably Moody in disguise. 82% last year, not ours. He was ass. He's the reason why we lost the Browns. He's the reason why we lost multiple games. He's the reason why you could argue the reason why I know it was a block kick, but I mean, if he got better elevation there, maybe he could have got that extra point. In the Super Bowl, he was ass. And not in a good way. The 49ers would have made the playoffs, but all their players are injured. 110%, man. If you've ever been part of these lives and we talk, we have a conversation. We went down the list, man. It's 49ers 2020. I'll make this quick as fast as possible because there's some people who have been here for a while. They're like, I don't want to hear this shit for a long time. Injuries, holdouts, the worst rest in the NFL, personal tragedies, trash offensive line, which you can blame more of the organization on that. And then the holdouts, which caused some players to not be as good. Debo was washed. You know, there's just so many things. Injuries, man, all this. So bad. It's so bad. 84% is 84% my bad. Yeah, you can say 84%, but when it mattered most, when you needed him to kick that game-winning field goal, I think he's done it like one time, right? We lost the Browns because of him. Brock Purdy had a 2-minute drive, brought it all the way down to the field, did his job, man, gave him a gimme. It was a gimme, and he missed. And he missed other kicks as well throughout that year, right? So you might want to say he was 84%, but he sure as hell wasn't that 84% when we needed him the most. This year, he was far from it, dude. He's literally 71.9%. Okay? Terrible kicker. If you guys want to defend him, if you guys want to be on that side of the field and defend him, go right ahead. That's fine. That is totally your thing. But I'm going to be very animated about it. I'm going to straight up say he sucks. When we drafted Moody, I was his biggest supporter, man. I was like, this guy's a great kicker, man. Totally worth a 3rd-round pick. If you got Justin Tucker, man, you got Justin Tucker. You cannot pass that down, man. And I'm not the type of guy to be like, hey, I'm going to stick to my guns and just hopefully I'm right down the line. You know what I mean? I'm not one of those people that's going to be like, oh, draft Trey Lance, and then be like, now, oh, he would still be good, but no one's giving him a chance. Not doing it. But if you guys want to be on board with the Jake Moody thing and still defend him, hey, guess what? If he goes to another team and plays elite, plays phenomenal, you'll have some sort of ground to stand on. You'll have something to hang your hat on, right? But I'm still sticking to my guns, all right? I've seen enough from that guy. Like, you can count on him missing. I can't do it. Can't do it. I can't do it. Well, someone on YouTube didn't break down, and on 2 of the kicks on Sunday, the angle of the ball was off. The laces weren't facing out, and one of the kicks, the ball was still moving. I'm not defending Moody, but there could have been more going on than we know. 100% Strawberry. Pat O'Donnell is an inconsistent holder. Wolfie, look at the clips of all of them holding the ball. He either holds the ball with the laces facing him or not directly opposite him. If the laces are facing him, right? If the laces are facing him, sure, then it's definitely the holder situation. But if the laces are a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right, and he's just kicking a non-laces ball, 1%. And then also, does he compare? And I haven't seen the video yet. In the video, does he compare it to other kickers? Such as, does he go to Aubrey? Does he go to Boswell? Does he go and look at those holders and see what they're doing? Because I have seen holders have the ball tilted a little bit and still make the field goal, right? I've seen that before. As long as the laces are out, man. So if he does then the breakdown, maybe a little bit more credibility there. But like just saying it's a little bit tilted or like the laces are kind of showing a little bit is not enough for me. It's not enough for me. I'm not doing it. I still want a kicker, but Pat O'Donnell sucks too. Definitely. And if Pat O'Donnell was the issue as the holder, they would have Brandon Allen do it. They would have Joshua Dobbs do it. I mean, they would have someone else do it, right? If that was actually a problem. If Moody thought Pat O'Donnell was the reason why he was missing his kicks, that would have been adjusted. They wouldn't keep putting him out there saying, hey, Pat O'Donnell, keep going. Because if Moody is sitting there saying, hey, I know how to do this, right? And this is the reason why this is being changing, they would have done something different. They would have brought in someone else to do the holding. Like, you guys want to give the team some shit, but I'm telling you right now, if the Jake Moody straight up said, the reason why I'm missing these kicks is because Pat O'Donnell can't do it, or just being like, hey, no offense to Pat O'Donnell, but he can't seem to hold the ball straight. Can I get someone else to do it? And I'll prove to you guys that it's the situation and it's not me. I promise you they would do it. I promise you against the Lions, they would have done it. Against the Rams or any other time he's missed a ball. In the Dolphins game, they would have done that. So if you want to blame Pat O'Donnell and try to defend Jake Moody, go right ahead. But I sure as hell am not. Because if you want to say it's Pat O'Donnell's fault, then it's Jake Moody's fault for not saying anything. It's Jake Moody's fault for putting himself out there. If Jake Moody's foot is still injured and he says he's 100% going out there, it is Jake Moody's fault. So that's wild, guys. That's wild. You guys are blowing me away right now. You guys are like, I'm in utter shock. Moody sucks, the good holder and a bad holder. I think so too, man. I don't think it really matters. What exactly? Do you know, new holder or the next kicker could struggle as well? I don't think it's the holder. That's wild, guys. All right, if you guys, all right. I'm just shocked. I'm just really shocked by this. I'm just really shocked by this response right now. But let's go. All right, Papa. So let's get a new kicker, not a new holder. And when the new kicker misses, we could shit all over the kicker. So let's get a new kicker. But you don't know that, right? And then not to mention, you had Matthew Wright out there, and you had Carlson. They made kicks just fine. Nobody shat on him. So, and again, to know if it's the kicker or not, and it's actually Pat O'Donnell, you have to get a new kicker. Laces are supposed to be directly opposite of the kicker. Moody's obviously not a good kicker, but I don't think it's a coincidence. He's got even worse with Pat O'Donnell. Strawberry, I agree with placing both of them. I'm with you, Papa. 2023 with Wisnowski Holdings 84%. Pound only 71%. Now there's really good. He had Wisnowski this year, and he sucked. He had Wisnowski this year. Wisnowski was not out for the entire year. You guys are killing me. He did have the Super Bowl record for a minute. Hey, one great moment, man. One great moment. Wolfie, there's actually footage of the holder is not good. Wolfie, don't get it twisted. We're not defending. We were explaining why he's declined even more. In our game against Baltimore back in week 5, Evan Anderson missed a game-winning 50-throw battle. Our new punter holder dropped the snap, causing him to miss the field. Yeah, if you're dropping the snap, or if you're getting the laces in or whatever, then yeah, for sure, I'm on board with that. The Niners game against the Dolphins, Moody missed an extra point. He was washed. I can't lie. When Moody had Wisnowski this year, he only missed one kick. Wolfie, without him, he missed like 7 more kicks. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. I love you guys so much. If you guys want, hey. Yeah, all right. I could just be blinded by hate. I could just be blinded by the hate. All right. But I'm confident it's not the holder's fault. If it was the holder's fault, they would have fixed that. They would have changed that. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I love you guys, but I just can't do it. I just can't do it. He just one kick before the injury. When Mitch was the holder, he's been worse since he's back, and Mitch has been out. No one's saying Moody's good, but those are facts. Steve-O, apparently people do. Yeah, apparently people do. All right, so if we go back and we look at so confidence is a thing for a kicker. You could argue that his confidence was shot, right? You're going to miss some kicks. Was it the punter holder's fault or whatever? No. Maybe it declined him a little bit, but there's no way that this punter holder guy was this bad to the point it made him that much worse. I think his confidence was just shot. I think he just declined because he lost his confidence, not that good of a kicker, and Debo coming at him could have helped hurt his confidence. I'm not on board. I'm not on board with it. I love you guys, but I'm not it. Tyler Hilton in the house. I still like Moody. He's just not the worst kicker. Hopkins is definitely the worst kicker for sure. We need a healthy Wisnowski next season, or else we're gonna have some same kicking problems. We'll see. I do think that Wisnowski is an elite punter at that, though. I'll give you that. I didn't learn that much. Steve-O killed his confidence. Every time I see Moody, I think of Debo. He has to think of it also. What up? Hey, we're showing some love. That's what I got to see. Chiefs are probably going to lose because they're resting their starters. They got the Broncos out. They're going to face the Broncos starters versus the backups. But we'll see. You guys are going to have like 25 days of rest, which is a lot. So Moody kicks at his toes. I noticed. Pat O'Donnell is not only a bad holder, but a bad punter, period. He can't punt more than 40 yards. Yeah, he's not a good punter either. I'm just making a new IG. Gotcha. Yeah, man. I mean, I just don't think that the punter affects him that much. But if you guys think so, okay, I know what you guys are saying. You're saying he's still bad, but the punter made him worse. Fine. You know what? You guys beat me down to that much. I will jump to that level. Okay, punter made him worse. But he was bad. He was not clutch. All right? He was not a clutch kicker, didn't do his thing, and it showed. He missed, and I can't get on board with it because even if the ball is tilted a little bit to the left, laces are showing a little bit to the left, he should still be making 30-yarder, 40-yarder field goals. I almost can't. Like, I want to get on board with you guys here, but it's just not enough for me. It's not enough. What? Mitch wasn't having a good year before he went on IR. By your comments, he should be gone too. Mitch is an excellent year. Excellent year. And if he were to have anything bad, it's because of his back, dude. Mitch Wisnowski, you're saying he had a bad year? Oh, that's crazy. We aren't saying bring him back. I think I know you guys aren't saying bringing him back. I know that part. I understand that. But where we disagree on is you're thinking that there's some other contribute to like why he's so bad, where it's like he's not like his stats aren't exactly showing it exactly what he is. You still think he's like a bottom 10 kicker, right? Somewhere around there. Like he's still somewhere around there. But I don't think the holder is that much of a difference maker. I just don't. Maybe this is also Kyle's fault. He's never really treated special teams seriously, and I agree with that too. Wolf, you tripping? We got Carson Wentz. We'll see, but I don't think it's going to happen. You guys are resting all the starters, so I'll be shocked. Special teams is incompetent. You need a good punter, good holder, and good kicker. Yeah, special teams is bad. It doesn't need addressed. I don't like. That's one thing that frustrates me. You need a new special teams head coach. That'd be fantastic. Both his field goals were made from more than 50 on Sunday. He missed. What do you mean? This year, not so much. I don't understand this comment, Strawberry. This one I don't understand. I think Wolford should go to bed. Mitch is still great, but I still love you. I think you are remembering last year. The holder is bad. I think still win. The D is still good. Look, you guys, we're at a stalemate. I don't think it's that big of a deal for the holder. You guys do think that you still think it's a bad kicker, but you do think it was a difference maker. Lenore Pro Bowl. What did we discuss then? Just Pro Bowlers. We talked about the Pro Bowlers of Nick Bosa, George Kittle, and Fred Warner and Kyle Juszczyk. Well deserved. Jake, we've been ranting about the horrible punter and kicker for the entire time. It's for like 30 minutes, man. For 30 minutes. Hey, like I said, guys, you guys could disagree with me, man, but I promise you I'm going to bring my passion. But I appreciate your guys' opinion. I truly do. I want you guys – I want to say that right now. I'm not saying how dare you have this opinion about Jake Moody. I'm not saying you guys are wrong at all. All right? We just disagree. And I respect you guys. I respect you guys' opinion. For real. It's insight, and you guys could be right about the Pat O'Donnell thing. But if, in my eyes, if it was just true, something would have been done about it if it was that big of a deal. But, yeah, I appreciate you guys being honest here. Appreciate you putting your opinion out there and speaking putting your voice out there.